Hi, Scouters. I'm Phil. This video will provide information on an important topic, that is safety during BSA scouting events. We'll cover a new program, SAFE, S-A-F-E, and talk about Guide to Safe Scouting. So why is this important? Well, the youth won't have fun and they won't learn scouting ideals unless they're safe. But also, BSA has liability insurance to protect its volunteers. That coverage requires compliance with BSA safety guidelines. So let's learn about those guidelines right now. So to get at the guidelines, you call up your Google site, you'll type in BSA SAFE. That's BSA SAFE. At the top is a SAFE checklist, and that is the supervision, assessment, fitness and skills, and equipment environment. We'll go over these. Supervision is the leader of the outing, accepts safety responsibility, and ensures that qualified instructors are present to provide safety guidance and respond to problems or emergencies that might occur. And then they communicate these safety expectations to the youth to ensure compliance with rules and procedures associated with that activity. Be sure to engage with the other adults on the outing so they also understand those safety guidelines and are willing to watch over the youth and intervene if safety protocol is violated. Next is assessment. That's having a contingency plan for changes in weather and knowing communication plans for participants, parents, and emergency services. Fitness and skill, checking that the activity is approved and age appropriate in BSA. The Guide to Safe Scouting will assist in that. It has a table of activities based on ages. You gather the scout physical forms and you know the health conditions of the participants and provide sufficient training and ensuring participants stay within the limits of their abilities. Equipment environment, that's checking that the equipment and clothing is sized and appropriate for the activity. Reviewing the area that is being used before and during the activity, and adjusting the activity for changes in conditions or ending it if safety cannot be maintained. So that's the basics. The specifics on how to do a safe outing is in Guide to Safe Scouting. There are two versions of this, the PDF, but the one I actually prefer is the online version. It's the most current, and it has a nice table of contents to get you straight to the activity that you want to do. For instance, here's aquatic safety, all different things of safety float, safety swim, etc. Here's camping. And for instance, chemical fuels and equipment. And here's all the different sports and activities that you might want to consider. So for instance, you're going to go on a bike ride and you want to learn about bike safety. You just click on bike safety. And here's the safety tips that you would want to know to go on a bike trip. So this is really handy in order to get concise, consolidated information on what you want to do. Now, how do you communicate this information to the youth? Well, it's better to do it in brief chunks, like 1 to 2 minute chunks, right before the activity starts or maybe even multiple times, but what you do is do it in safety moments. Much better to do it this way than to do it in a half-hour chunk and have everybody fall asleep. So for instance, you're gonna have a campfire. You want to go through here, there's all different things you want to do. But if you want to have a campfire, oh, look at, here's campfire safety. So you can click on this and read about what you'd want to tell the youth regarding campfire safety. So it's all kind of pre-established that what you could tell them and what you want to say. So anyway, this is all things you want to do before your outing. You want to read through Guide to Safe Scouting, understand what your program is going to do, and communicate that to the youth. So in summary, safety starts with supervision by a mature, conscientious adult that are qualified and prepared to lead the activity. And this includes all the adults, not just the leader, so that all the adults are engaged and keeping the youth safe. The rules for the activity are explained to the youth, and it is understood that they need to be followed in order for the youth to participate in that activity. So, in summary, thanks for participating in this, and I want you to scout on, enjoy the wilderness.